Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, so today's workout is going to be flexibility focused and strength focused. Strength focused. We'll get a little bit of strength in there. So for today's workout, you just need a mat and a belt or a yoga strap if you have one nearby. If not, that's okay. And let's get to going. All right. To start, we're just going to start with our feet about hip width apart. Nice deep inhale up. Extending that spine nice and tall. Exhale, bring those hands down by your side. Again, inhale up. Keeping that back nice and tall. Hinge forward from the hips. Rolling as you get past those hips. Each breath, you want to try to let the arms extend closer to the ground. Do a little check. Make sure you're not locking those knees. Roll up slowly, stacking those vertebrae one at a time. We're going to step a little bit wider, shoulders a little wider than, feet a little bit wider than shoulders. Nice inhale up. Hinge forward at the hips. We're going to walk the hands over to the right foot. They don't have to be on the ground, so if you can only put them on the leg, that's fine. And walk back to center. And walk over to the left. And back to center. Rolling up slowly, stacking those vertebrae one at a time, nice and tall. Then I'm going to step to the end of my mat. Inhale up. Nice flat back. Roll past those hips. Bend those knees so those hands are flat on the floor. We're going to walk out into plank. And we're going to hold. Drop those knees to the ground. Sit back on those heels. Into child's pose. We're going to take the right hand, slide it under the left arm. And back to center. Take the left hand, slide it under the right arm. And back to center. We're going to come up, sliding those hands and wrists under the shoulders. Knees are under our hips, nice flat back. On the next inhale, drop the head, pulling that belly button to the spine, rounding out that back like a camel. And flat back. On your next inhale, push that belly button towards the ground, keeping those hips high, making that back look like a saddle on a horse. And flat back, we're going to bring that right hand, left foot off the floor, bringing them both to the same level as the back, nice straight line. And back down and switch. Good. And back down. We are going to walk our hands out. I need to scoot back on my mat a little bit. If you do too, that's okay. We're going to lower down to the ground, placing our palms a little above our shoulders. So we're pushing back, keeping those hips on the floor. Push as high as you can go. So if you can only come to here, that's okay. The goal is to keep the hips down and lower down slowly. We are going to grab the right foot. If you can't reach it, that's okay. Pull it as close as you can. If you have that strap nearby, you can place the strap around the top of the foot and hold to help you bring that foot closer. Good. Release and lower down slowly in control of that foot all the way to the ground. And switch sides. And we're going to bring that right foot up and hold both at the same time, if you can. And if you want a little bit of a challenge, you're going to lift up off the ground, pushing those feet into the palms of your hands. And relax, releasing those feet one at a time, lowering slow and controlled all the way to the ground. We're going to place those palms under our shoulders, push back into child's pose. And roll up slowly, stacking those vertebrae one at a time, sitting up nice and tall. We're going to bring those feet out in front, pointing those toes to the ceiling. Inhale up, nice tall back. Exhale, keeping that spine elongated, stretching towards the ceiling. Inhale up, hinging forward at the hips. Bring those hands down to the legs. Remember, our toes are still pointing up towards the ceiling. And leaving your hands where they are, you're going to point the toes to the wall in front of you. And roll up slowly, stacking those vertebrae one at a time. Nice tall spine. We're going to take the right foot, step over, tuck the left foot, hug with the left arm, placing the right arm behind our back, twisting, keeping that back nice and tall. Focus on those deep breaths throughout the exercise. And back to center. Left leg comes out front, right leg. Step over with the left, tuck the right if you can. If not, leave it extended. Hug with the right arm. Left arm comes behind the back. Nice tall spine. And back to center. Bring those feet back out. I'm going to turn just so you can see me, but you can stay where you are. You're going to bring right foot in, left foot in. Sit up nice and tall, dropping those knees towards the floor. Inhale up. Exhale, focus on letting those knees drop closer to the ground. Inhale up. Hinge forward from the hips, drop the knees. Roll up slowly, stacking those vertebrae one at a time, nice and tall. We're going to do a 3 count, chin to chest. And back to center. We're going to bring that chin over the right shoulder. Slow and controlled. Keeping a nice tall spine. Back to center and to the left. Back to center. We're going to do that set again, chin to chest. And back to center. Over the right shoulder. Back to center and to the left. Back to center. We're going to bring those knees up. Slide them out in front. We're going to go ahead and lay back. Bring that right foot up, left foot up. Bring those knees into the chest. We're going to do small circles to the right. And switch. We're going to bring knees over hips, feet parallel to the knees. We're going to do alternating toe taps. We're going to do 10 on each foot. Two more each foot. Good. And keeping those knees at a 90-degree angle. Arms are going out to the side. We're going to rotate those hips to the right, dropping those knees as close to the ground as you can. You want to make sure that both shoulders stay on the ground. And back to center. If you can't do both feet together, do one at a time. So if you can, keeping the shoulders on the ground, bring both up at once. If not, one at a time. And we're rotating to the left. And back to center. Bring those knees back in. We're going to do ankle circles. Bring those feet flat to the floor. We're going to bring that right ankle on the left knee. Grab behind the left knee, pulling it closer as you push that right knee away. And go ahead and switch. Bring the right foot to the floor. Left ankle on the right knee, grabbing behind the right knee, pulling it closer to you as you push that left knee away. And bring that right foot down, left foot down. Bring both knees into the chest. We're going to rock up slowly. And tuck those knees to the side, come up. And we are going to grab that strap. Placing the feet about shoulder width apart. A strap, I have mine bent in half, but you want to, even if you don't have it bent, you want to hold to where your thumbs are just outside of the leg. And on the next inhale, we're going to bring it up straight overhead, keeping that nice tall spine and not letting that head. You're going to extend the arms back past the head as far as you can without like leaning forward or backward. So just getting a comfortable stretch throughout the back of the shoulder blades. And come back down. And inhale up. Go past the head if you can. Nice gentle stretch through the shoulder blades. And back down. Now we're going to take that strap and grab behind. So kind of same thing. You're holding that strap just slightly wider. And push up, keeping that spine nice and tall. Push that strap up as high as you can. Good. And lower. And one more, pushing back. And lower. And we're going to go ahead and drop that strap. Inhale up. When your hands are up, you're going to bring that foot up off the floor into that tree pose. If you can't bring it up off the floor, go ahead and place the ball of that foot in the arch of the left foot. If you can, bring it up to the calf. And if you really want to challenge, you can bring it up to the thigh. You just want to be careful that you don't put that foot directly on that knee. So either above or below the knee. Knee is out towards the side. Inhale up, nice and tall. Good. Exhale, bring that foot down. Inhale, other foot comes up off the floor. Into position. Inhale up. Good. exhale, bring that foot down. Inhale up, nice tall back. Hinge forward at the hips, rolling towards the floor. Inhale up, rolling slowly, stacking those vertebrae one at a time. And again, nice big inhale, flat back, hinge at the hips, roll towards the ground. Let the body stretch each breath a little deeper. Inhale, stacking those vertebrae one at a time. Inhale up. Left hand's going to stay up, right hand's coming by the side, just stretching over to the right. And back to center, bringing that hand up. Right hand stays, left hand drops, leaning to the left. And back to center. Inhale up. Exhale, bringing those hands down in front. You are done for today. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you feel a little looser and stretched out after your week of hard work. We will be back next week, 9:30 a.m. Central, Monday through Friday. Next week, I thought it'd be fun to go back to the week 1 workout. So if you've been keeping up with us over the 6 weeks, you'll see how far you've come in the last 6 weeks. Also, I do have a boot camp coming up. So if that is something you are interested in, leave in the comments what your preferred start date is. I am looking at starting between April 5th or April 12th for an 8-week boot camp. So leave me a little message in the chat. Let me know how you like the workout. Be sure to invite your friends and family, and I'll see you next week. Have a great weekend.